Welcome to the Change Order Insights video for the Transportation Engineering Training Program. The Construction Services branch will discuss the internal change order review and archiving process. I am Laura Zamora, Area Engineer for Regions 3 and 4.
I'm Kevin Ryburn, Area Engineer for Regions 2 and 5.
I'm Mark Straub, Area Engineer for Region 1 and ITS.
I'm Karen Sullivan, Assistant Area Engineer, covering change orders for the state.
So our discussion points today are: why are we changing, using Adobe Sign for executing change orders, the process for draft change order review and the area engineer involvement, archiving final change orders in ProjectWise, reviewing final change orders, and providing you our contact information. So why are we doing this? CDOT is working towards electronic submission, review, approval, and archiving of documents, and trying to move away from using paper. The Federal Highway Everyday Counts initiative is encouraging us to do this and trying to get us to modernize our document management through elimination of paper, and also hoping that we'll decrease transmittal time and costs by reducing paper use. CDOT also issued 2 procedural directives in 2019, and they are PD 21-1, which discusses the retention of our documents, format and timing for archiving documents, identifies ProjectWise as CDOT's electronic document management system, specifies Adobe Sign as our software for change order signature. PD 508.1 outlines the requirements for a professional engineer seal, professional land surveyor seal, and that Adobe Sign is the software that is required for those seals. Using Adobe Sign for executing change orders. Again, Adobe Sign is only allowed for professional engineer and professional land surveyor seals and for change orders on the Form 90. The project engineer is responsible for adding the individuals to the workflow in Adobe Sign and adding signature fields on the Form 90. The order of signatures is outlined in the table that I'll discuss next, and the engineer will route the signatures in Adobe Sign. There's training available in the LMS, Adobe Sign training for CDOT and consultants, and Adobe Sign training for local agencies. Note that DocuSign is used for contracts and Adobe DC is used for all other documents. So the order of signatures on the Form 90, they're listed here in the order that they sign, first to last. It's also broken out into the CDOT project engineer and consultant project engineer. And note that when there's a consultant project engineer, the resident engineer will sign for a project engineer. This table also is broken down between standard change orders and change orders that require federal highway signature, project termini extensions, or administrative settlements.
Draft change order review and area engineer involvement. For statewide uniformity, and as early as possible and before finalizing agreement with the contractor, please contact the construction area engineer and at a minimum, discuss the circumstances precipitating the change order, the items of work to be included in the change order, the basis of payment and justification for the prices being authorized, and the justification for any time extensions. Once the draft change order is complete, the package should be emailed to Karen Sullivan and the appropriate area engineer. Karen and the area engineer will review and discuss the change order for completeness, accuracy, and veracity. Comments will be sent back to the project engineer for corrections. This process will continue until Karen and the area engineer are satisfied that the change order meets CDOT requirements. The signature process for the change order can now begin.
So once the signatures are obtained on the document, which is when the project engineer is completely done with the change order, the project engineer needs to prepare the documents for archiving and place them in ProjectWise. There will be 2 PDFs placed in ProjectWise. To retain encryption, one PDF will be placed in ProjectWise in a non-A1B compliance. And that would be the Form 90 and its attachments, such as added or changed plan sheets or added or changed specs. The other PDF shall be A1B compliant. It will include the Form 90 and attachments as described above, as well as the explanation letter and its attachments, which would be contractors' price justifications, force account analysis, schedules demonstrating added time, etc. The last step is to place these two documents in the correct folder in ProjectWise per the record file plan.
Once all signatures are complete on the Form 90 and the complete change order package is filed in ProjectWise, notify me by email. Include the project number and the CMO number in the subject line of the email, and include a link to the change order in ProjectWise. This ensures that I'll be looking at the complete change order package when I do the final review to see how well the change order complies with construction manual requirements. If fixable problems are found, I will contact the project engineer for corrections and file the new materials in ProjectWise. On a quarterly and yearly basis, I'll compile change order statistics for reporting to CDOT management and FHWA as required by our stewardship agreement. Next slide.
So all this information that the area engineers and Karen have been talking about today is in the construction manual. If you have any questions or comments about this information, contact your area engineer and or Karen Sullivan. And in front of you can see is our contact information. And thank you very much for listening to this Insights video. Have a good day.